Get your skin looking sensational. Let's go to the salon. Let's get new hair. Let's get those roots done.
Hot girl summer.
And then go on holiday and get shagged.
My head's in the sun, but my heart's in the song.
You've got the same type as Justin Bieber.
Shoulder cry on a ride on.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Liam and Millie podcast. Before we start, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our socials at Liam and Millie podcast. We would be very grateful. So today's episode on our Thursday ep, it is all about breakups.
Breakups. Very negative episode today. What a sad thing to talk about, breakups.
Doesn't have to be negative.
Sometimes you got to talk about these things. You know, we got to talk about them and the do's, the don'ts, the stuff to stay away from. Not that we're any experts in the field, because you know we could have probably contradict ourselves on a couple of stuff here today.
It doesn't have to be negative, because actually breakups might be for a good reason as well. You know, like it wasn't working, and you might be happy and free and single now. You never know, or it could be really god awful. But let's just talk about it.
Yeah. Sometimes they end very amicably. Sometimes they don't end amicably. You know, that doesn't tend to happen too often. But you know,
No,
always try and end amicably if you can. You know, be at peace. But who knows? Who knows? But we're gonna get into some of the do's, some of the don'ts. I think Millie's got some do's. I've got some don'ts. Millie, you gonna kick us off?
Yeah, but before we begin, I don't know whether or not there's something in the water, right? But there's a lot of people in my life at the moment going through a breakup, and someone said it's something to do with like 2025 or like this year. Is there like any spiritual people? What is happening with 2025?
People are just breaking up. It's not because it's like the moon is on a certain side of the earth, or like, you know, we rotate
no, baby,
in
it's
differently.
Strange. Like
people just break
when
up.
I say 4 people in my life, are going through breakups.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's
right
your
now.
life. For Suzanne down the road, her life, she might have had people dying, loads of people breaking up, like god awful year.
I know. I just, my spiritual side is telling me that the start of 2025, it was sending people into turmoil. Is that the word? I'm not sure.
Yeah, your spiritual side is speaking to you.
What's really good is that all of the people that have, gone through this is just before the summer started. And I think that is probably the best time to go through a breakup, because hot girl summer.
Oh, you would like that, would you?
Not me. No, I'm saying
you seem to like the way that sounded there. It comes at a perfect time. Hot girl summer. Seemed quite like...
slay for them. Like, this is slay.
Well, so you're going to be joining in on that slay, being a part of them, you? Like, not doing it, but you're going to be on that journey with them, going out and being hot girls.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't need to, I can't call it hot girl summer for me, like, because I'm just having normal summer.
Well, you are a hot girl in the summer, so.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have hot girl summer then.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Yeah. Right, so when your friend is going through a breakup, as Liam said a minute ago, we want to discuss the do's and don'ts. So I've come up with some do's, and I'm going to tell you what I think you should do when your friend is going through a breakup. Do's.
Go on.
So I think the first thing to do is go on holiday.
Holiday. I'm just going to say that. Book a holiday. I knew that was coming from your mouth.
Did you know that was coming out of my mouth?
Coming from your mouth. I knew that, yeah.
But as a whole is basically distract, right? If you're going through a breakup, last thing you want to be doing is sitting in your bed and being sad and crying, or like ostracizing yourself away from people. But don't be alone. I think you need to surround yourself, distract yourself. So yeah, first things first, I said sleepover, night out, go on holiday, make sure you're having fun with your friends.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
One. I agree. That's a good one.
Did you do that when we broke up?
Yeah.
Sleepovers, what with girls or boys?
Oh, me and the boys would have like little sleepovers and stuff, and pillow fights and stuff like that. Stay up till
What?
tell your stories. I think we'll get on to this. I think breakups for a guy and how they deal with their friends and for females is very different. But we'll come to that. But continue, go on.
So, a second one would be to make sure that you're always available to your friend, to be a shoulder to cry on, an ear to listen to, like whenever she calls, pick it up. Like, I know obviously you might have a busy life, but like your friend is going through something. And I think you always should be there for them through the hard times and the good times, no matter what. And she's just really going to need someone to like rant to right now. So I think that's important.
Shoulder cry on a ride on.
Yeah. On that. I didn't want to write that because I thought Liam was going to be annoyed, but like,
What an
you
entertainer.
could get under someone as well if you really wanted to. And then third one I said is commence post breakup glow up. So go to the spa, go, get your facial, get microneedling done, get your skin looking sensational. Let's go to the salon. Let's get new hair. Let's get
go to the gym as well.
Done. Let's go to the gym. Let's 100% go to the gym. Let's go to Pilates. Like, let's fucking do it. Because nothing better than showing your man what he's missing. And also, it's probably a bit muggy as well, being like, couldn't be bothered to make myself.
That's what I mean, yeah. Why didn't you do all that effort when you were with your man? But now you're not. You decide to then start, doing all this nice stuff for yourself.
Well, I just think if you've been in a relationship for a really long time, like it might not be like that. You might not need a glow up. You might already be stunning, like whatever. But I'm just saying, if you feel like you want to glow up, and if you've been with someone for a long time, yeah, like it's very common to put on relationship weight. Like that is so common.
Yeah, definitely.
Like because you're going out for dinner all the time. You're ordering takeaways.
You just get comfortable, don't you? You're not trying to like be on best look for other people. You just with your partner, like you got them, so you don't need to be on, your best all the time.
No. And, you might not be on top of doing your roots every 6 weeks because one, it's expensive as well. So like, okay, my boyfriend loves me and he's not going to care if I've got 3-inch roots. Do you know what I mean? But actually.
Or hairy armpits and hairy legs and hairy mini, like.
Stop.
She spits when she's doing the podcast and.
Go to the salon, get a full bikini wax, get everything waxed and then go on holiday and get shagged.
What the
I didn't do that. I didn't go on holiday.
When we broke up?
Yeah, well, I was traveling anyway. I was always on holiday.
Traveling? What do you mean you were traveling? You was going on holiday. Traveling?
I didn't want to be near you.
Yeah, you went on plenty of holidays, mate. I fucking know.
Tell us the don'ts.
What is that? That's if you do's, is it?
Yeah, that's what you should do. Yeah, following a breakup or to help a friend for a breakup, yeah.
Okay, don'ts. I'm going to say don't do this, but everyone is guilty of doing this, and that's drunk text your now ex-partner.
Good one.
Don't drunk text them. But it happens, you know what I mean? Like, you've been holding stuff back.
I did a lot of drunk texting you.
A lot of drunk texting. I think we're all guilty of doing that. So I'm not sure you shouldn't. You're still going to do it. Millie is quite guilty of this one. Just want to put it out there. Invite them round for a booty call.
What do you mean?
Well, inviting your ex round for a booty call.
I didn't do that.
It's a big fat lie.
No. Right. Do you know what Liam did when we broke up, right? He would like weirdly just like leave certain things behind. So then he had a reason to be like, ring me up and go, actually, I've realised I've left
pair of socks.
Yeah. Me Nike socks.
Yeah.
It's like the only good socks that I've got left. Like, can I come grab them? And I'd be like, well, yeah, obviously, yeah, fine. Do you know what I mean? You would do that. So don't come at me and say I would ring you up. I was living at our house.
What would happen? I would leave stuff there by accident and I would turn up and Millie would be there like looking all sexy. She'd be like a little tiny vest, little tiny shorts. It was the summer. She'd be tanned or whatever. She knew what she was doing. She'd be like, dangle a carrot and me, the little rabbit there, and become nibble on a carrot. I knew exactly what she was doing.
As if I was never the one to invite you round.
Yeah, you was. You would say, like, come and get your stuff now. I don't want to see your stuff here anymore. Come and get it. I turn up then. You're basically,
I did that one.
Basically in lingerie.
As if, probably.
No, maybe I'm just seeing you and thinking, oh my God, just fit.
So guilty of it, yeah. But basically, don't like unless. And our situation was a bit like strange. Like it wasn't a normal breakup, and like obviously we got back together, and we always knew we were going to get back together. So if that's the kind of similar situation, then yeah, I say go and have your booty call. But if it's a toxic breakup and like you shouldn't be with him, and it's like a different scenario, don't booty call and don't text.
Yeah.
You need to do cold turkey, I think.
I agree. Lastly, don't try and get with someone in their friendship group.
Oh.
Because I just feel like that's just bad vibes. Because I see it happen.
Why are you saying that? Have you done that?
No. I just see. I'm not guilty of that. I'm not saying that. But I'm just.
Has it happened to you?
No, I've seen girls try it on with the guys. The guys' friends.
Do you know what's funny though? Is that the guy's friends probably would take it. Like
Yeah,
that's
they would,
how
yeah.
rank boys are. Like you're like people's mates will sleep with their ex-girlfriend just because they want to get their wet.
Yeah, guys can be scumbags, but girls instigate it, and they will. No, they will. Some girls go ahead with it, and they're full of regret. Then the next day, oh, why did I do that? Don't even fancy him. I just wanted to piss so and so off.
Toxic though, but like good revenge.
Yeah, but what if the guy didn't do anything wrong?
Yeah, well, that's a bit unfair then. But like, if your boyfriend's cheated on you or something and like done something really awful,
all right, fair enough. But I don't. You just assume there that the person has cheated.
Don't cheat on me then.
Who are you talking about cheating? Like, why is this in your mind?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Why couldn't it be an amicable breakup then? You've just assumed so and so has cheated, so now she's getting revenge.
I'm saying scenario, if your boyfriend cheated on you and that's why you're going for a breakup, I think, yeah, like fair play. His mates are on the cards. Like,
all right, well if your girlfriend cheats on you, you should go and shag her mates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, vice versa. But I don't think girls would do that.
Girls cheat.
No, as in I don't think a girl would get with their mate's ex. Girls wouldn't, not many. There's some slaggy girls who would, but I don't think that girls would normally do that. I think whereas a boy's mate would, just because they just would probably like not even make it a big deal. Like the boy would be like, mate, what the f***? And then they'd be busy mates again the next week and just be like, oh, it's just sex. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens though. Look at like Ryan Giggs and his brother.
What?
Ryan Giggs' brother was getting married, and then his wife cheated on the brother with Ryan. I'm sure that's the story.
Oh my God. I think family members is a bit f***ing far though.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the story.
No, haven't you seen the clip of Elon Musk's dad? Is it Elon Musk? I'm pretty sure it was. Elon Musk's dad has having a baby with his stepdaughter.
Ah.
Yeah. Apparently he literally grew this kid up. He was married to this woman, and this woman had already had a child, and like he was her stepdad, and now they're having a baby together.
So I feel like you might have just made that up. So I feel like I'm just gonna have to fact check that one.
Right. So okay. Anyway, that was like a bit off track, but back to helping friends through breakups and things like that. And you said that a guy going through a breakup and a girl going through a breakup deal with things very differently. So in that scenario then, what are you saying that lads would do differently to us? Like how would you deal with it? How would you help your mate through it?
Well, I would always try and be like, I'd call them up and like, hold on, let's do this, let's do that. But I feel like it's harder with the guys. You're not gonna like have like a sleepover with your best mate. Like,
yeah, and
you'll go to the gym together, or you'll go to the pub or grab something to eat, and then that's sort of it. Like,
that's so sad. I love being a girl.
The rest time, and that's why, like, men, suicide rate men is like really, it's so high, isn't it? Because like men don't feel like they can meet. They go to the pub with their mates, but the pub is good, but that's not always the great thing because if you get, you end up drinking loads, you end up taking drugs and stuff, then that makes you feel even worse. But a lot of time, men who are a bit older, who got kids as well, they spend most of the time with just the kids and their partner, whereas a girl can stay with her friend for a couple of days and sleep with them together, and they just spend a lot of time together. It's a bit different for guys. Like when we broke up, I saw the boys,
That's
we go for
sad.
food or we go out, but then a lot of time I just spend it with, I don't know, you're just kind of on your own.
Babe, don't say that.
Yeah, you're just in the gym or you just, or you spend it with your family. But I think breakups
Or
for guys.
trying to get back in my bloody house. That's what you were trying to do.
Breakups for guys can be, a lot different for women.
You wouldn't have a sleepover and do that, but like we like to do things like that. It's like, I think when I see certain friends, we just want to be with each other and like just to spend time with each other. And don't get me wrong, like we'll sometimes spend a weekend at a time together. A lot of my girls, when I see them, like we book a weekend together. So it's like, Friday through to Sunday. And then there'll be times where we just want to be next to each other, but we're both scrolling through TikTok and we know that we've got each other and we're there whenever we need to talk. But like,
I can imagine with a girl breakup, right? You break up with your partner and the girl's like, right, like come over to my house right now. We're going to have a takeaway tonight. Right, this weekend, we're booking in.
That.
We're going for a spa. We're getting our nails done. We're getting, treatments, this and that.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go out. We're going to get drunk. You're going to block him on Instagram. You're going to delete his number. And then we're going to, and then we're not going to think about it. And then we're going to book a holiday. Come on, let's go and do it. Guys, like, me and so-and-so broke up. Oh, really? Oh, sorry about that. Oh, do you want to go for Nando's?
What?
And then you chat about Nando's and you're like, all right, let me know if you want to see you catch up now and we go gym now or something, or we go for a pint on the weekend and all right, but see you later. that's like it.
That makes me so happy to be a girl going through that then.
Yeah, I think girls a lot more like support there with the girls and then like the guys, like people don't think, oh, you're going for a breakup, well, you get over it. But but like
do you
girls
feel like then when it comes to dealing with emotions of a breakup, like is it everything just like trying to be banter? Is it like all a bit sort of jokey and
in a way, like it's hard if you're speaking about the problems and stuff, and it's hard for you to like be the mate and then just like break down crying and telling all the issues and then being like a shoulder for you to cry on and stuff. Like lads, they're there for each other, but it's like you and the girls, you can just cry together and then you'll.
So is there anyone that you would do that with? Would you do that with your mum?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I mean. So like at least you got someone that you could do that to. I think it's important as long as you've got one person.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe that's what needs to change. Maybe that's why, you need to just be like, oh, don't cry, bro. Like we'll just talk about it, like give him a rub on the back and
then you women see you want a tough man who who's hard, doesn't cry and stuff. So confusing for us men.
No, I don't. I want an emotionally intelligent guy, which I think like yourself is very emotionally intelligent, and I like that. Like you can cry to me whenever you want.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I feel like you do cry.
Yeah, I do cry. I would say quite. Yeah.
And you don't hold back, like you haven't held back with me before, so it's like that's nice.
What will happen? Millie will say something, and I'll start arguing, and I get my the lump in the throat then while I'm talking, and I'm trying to shout or something, and then I just turn my head away because I've started crying. I don't want to see him crying.
Some boys wouldn't even show any emotion, and I think that it's nice when I can see that you are upset, like 'cause we're arguing about something you care about it. So when boys don't show emotion, it feels like they don't care, but maybe they just don't know how because they're not used to doing it.
Yeah.
Do you think girls overanalyze like every text and like when they're crying on the bathroom floor together? Like, do you think that that's just girls trying to rile each other up though?
Way I've always been, and my mates as well, if like they don't think someone's in the wrong, they won't agree. Like I feel like you and your friends, or most girls I know, they'd be like, they will just try and rile up the other girl and think, oh my God, look at him, what he's saying then, trying to make matters worse when it's not even like an issue. I don't know. I feel like,
yeah.
If I'm in the wrong, I think one of my mates would say, I don't think what you said was right there. Whereas the girl would like think, no, you're fine. Like he just like, girls just back each other when they shouldn't. And they make things worse. They see a text and they go, oh, the way he said that is so like, so rude or whatever. And they just try and make it worse. And I just don't think that helps at all. I don't think guys
It
tend to do
does.
that, but women do.
No, it does help.
Yeah, but it doesn't help the situation, does it? Like,
I don't want my mate, when I'm really, like, say I'm like seething angry at something you've done, and I'm like, oh my God, like I need to like tell my friend because like I can't say it to you or whatever, like when we were broken up. I wouldn't want to sit there and be like, oh my God, like he said this, so then I said this, and she'd be like, if she went, Mill, I don't think you should have said that. She would just, I want her to be like, slag you off and make me feel better. Like that would make me feel better.
Yeah, obviously that does help a little bit.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Of course it
I
does.
want her to be on your side. That would really piss me off.
No, I know.
And that's what happens when I argue with Liam sometimes. Sometimes like it's really pissed me off, like in my like general life, like nothing to do with us two. Like something's pissed me off, whether it's to do with work or like, I don't know, something around in my family. I don't know. And I'll be like, oh, like this has happened, blah, blah, blah. And then Liam just won't take my side.
No, I'll take your side, but if I think
Never.
if I think you're really overreacting, or I think you're being quite a bit nasty, you're not or getting the wrong end of it, I will say, look, I think this, I just can't do it. I can't, I'll try and be understanding, but I can't agree with you when I think you're in the wrong.
I'm never in the wrong. So that's wrong that you've just said
always
that.
in the wrong. No, you know. But on the odd time which you are in the wrong, I think, you should be told, and I shouldn't be there. Oh, yeah. Go on, get even more angry. And I'll just try and make matters worse. I feel like you get more angry when I say you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I think
can't you just screw me and just make me feel better? I mean, this moment, because I feel like shit right now. I'm just coming to you to confide in you. And
I try and speak a bit of sense too, see? Because if I'm like, oh yeah, that's bad what they've done there, you'll get even more annoyed then. You think, yeah, in your mind then you think, yeah, I'm right. He's agreeing with me, I'm right. When really, if you're not right.
In hindsight, looking back, it probably is the best thing that you do that. It is.
Because I feel like when you get a bit of anger inside you, I feel like is like tunnel vision. Can't see anything else. So I want to be the sort of person outside the tunnel saying, look, there's a bit of information here. Maybe you should take into consideration.
Yeah.
Not a main. It's not a main. That's what I mean.
Do you know what I mean? Right, okay. Anyway, let's go on to some famous breakups. Yeah?
That was good.
That's good. So, one of my favourite, it sounds a bit harsh, favourite breakups, let's say, best is Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Like,
you're glad they broke up, or was it like when your biggest, which was part of your life?
Well, it was obviously a very big thing that happened, wasn't it? And I was always really, really jealous of Selena Gomez because obviously she was with the love of my life. So when they broke up, I must say I was quite happy about it.
Fair enough. And obviously,
which is so mean and so weird. And I obviously wouldn't feel like that now, but I was literally 13 years old.
I think Justin Bieber would like a bit of you, though.
Really?
Like if he saw you, he would like a bit of you. Like, I feel like I'd say you're prettier than Hailey Bieber.
Off. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I think you're prettier than Hailey Bieber. So I think if he saw you, I think he'd be like, she's a bit of me. Tall, leggy blonde.
You're just saying that because you love me.
No, I don't think there's anything crazy special about, Hailey Bieber. Like, what's different, She's pretty, but...
Oh, but I'm not prettier than Selena Gomez, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You are. You are pretty Selena Gomez.
I was just about to say no.
I was trying to picture Selena Gomez. I was picturing Vanessa Hudgens and Selena Gomez at once. I don't know why.
She was literally you love her. She's literally your childhood crush.
I did really fancy her.
But then I just don't think that like we are in the slightest bit similar at all. Like we just don't even look like each other.
Were you and Selena Gomez?
Yeah. So
but so? Me and Justin Bieber don't look like each other.
No, as in I'm saying like, and what am I saying? Like, how can you compare who is better looking when they're like completely different like types of like faces? Do you know what I mean? I suppose you can say.
But I wasn't comparing you and Selena. I was comparing you and Hailey Bieber.
Exactly, but you say I'm better than Hailey Bieber, and I would say I look quite similar to Hailey Bieber.
That's what I'm on about.
That sounds really like muggy, but like I'm more similar to Hailey than I am Selena.
That's why I think Justin would like you, because you look like Hailey Bieber, but a better version.
And how weird. You love Selena Gomez and so did Justin. And then he went for someone like Hailey and you've gone someone like me. You've got the same type as Justin Bieber.
Crazy. She can't get my head around her. Should I call him up and say, bro, we literally twins? How old's Vanessa Hudgens now? Vanessa Hudgens, 36.
Off.
36.
Vanessa Hudgens is 36 years old.
Yeah.
She's closer to 40. And we watched her on High School Musical. That's how old High School Musical is.
11 years older than me. I used to love that show films so much. But she never did much else, did she? Didn't really do any other films.
She's possessed with her, like, stop it.
Troy! My head's in the storm, but my heart's in the song. Yeah, so that's breakups. I don't think that episode was too morbid, to be honest. I think it was some good, valid advice and points in there. If your friends are going through a breakup, make sure you're there for them. If you're the person going through a breakup, don't go trying to sleep with their partners. Don't go trying to sleep with their friends. Try and do the right things. Try and avoid the booty calls. And just stay in your own lane and focus on yourself. And make sure you get the people around you to be there for you. Because it can be very lonely going through a breakup and a very sad time. And anyone who's going through that right now, I give you my love and I hope you're well. Brighter days are coming. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And there's more fish in the sea. So you will get over it and you'll be fine. You won't get over it, though, if you don't listen to this podcast. You will have a terrible, terrible life. So make sure you listen to this episode and you will actually feel
No, you should have said you won't get over it if you don't give us 5 stars.
You won't get over it if you don't give us 5 stars. So give us 5 stars and a nice comment. Otherwise, it's going to haunt you forever.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on our socials at Liam and Millie Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Drop us a message. We want to hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? Drop us a message. And we will see you on Tuesday. Thank you all for listening.
See you on Tuesday. Bye.
Liam and Millie is a Sony Music Entertainment production.